Hi, I'm Stan Scrabbit. I'm your instructor for ITEC 4030, 5030, an intro to online teaching. This is going to be, I think, a pretty cool course. We got a lot of different activities that are going to be going on. Naturally, the discussion boards. We're going to be doing this in Moodle. But we're also going to have you build a course. But to get to that point, we have a lot of different activities that we have to work through. Primarily, we're going to use the 3D Game Lab. 3D Game Lab is kind of based on game theory, which allows you to kind of work through a number of quests. We're going to have you work through quests that deal specifically with learning the 3D Game Lab, also learning how to be a Moodle user, and then from there, you're going to start learning to work through your own courses. And with that, I've set up a practice area for each one of you that's where you go ahead and practice, all these things that we're going to be talking about. Once you've gone through the 3D Game Lab and you've gone through all the quests that I've set up in that, then I will give you your own course site where your final project is to build your own course. This course can be anything that you want. If you want to make the best course on basket weaving, by all means do so. But this is an opportunity that you may be able to develop a course and use it in the future. So you may want to think about that. Part of the course, you're also going to have a project where you build an online syllabus. And you may think, well, what's so big about building a syllabus? But the syllabus sets the foundation for the course. And the more that you put into it, the clearer that you are, the better it is for your students, and the more likely that they're going to complete the course and help you get through what you need to do. Let's see, office hours. I do plan to hold office hours. We're going to hold office hours every Thursday night from 7 to 8 p.m. And we're going to do it online, and it's entirely up to you if you want to come to office hours. We're going to use one of 2 or 3 platforms. Right now I have it set for 2, but we may add a third. Google Plus Hangouts. So if you've never used Google Plus, this is a great platform that you can just hold spontaneous meetings, or you can go in and hold meetings for tens of thousands of people. The other one is Skype. I plan to use Skype, and I am on Skype most of the time. So I will make it a point to keep my Skype running, and I'll try to do a good job of letting you know whether or not I'm online if you need some help. I encourage you to send me a chat message in Skype first, and then once if I'm available, I'll let you know, and at that point we can go ahead and chat a little bit more. But the office hours 7 to 8 on Thursdays, or if you have a need, you can contact me and just make an appointment. Expectations throughout the course. Each week we're going to have a discussion. It's based on the books. The 3 books that I have chosen are all available online, and so you should be able to just download them, put them into your favorite reader. If necessary, print out the pages. If you want, you could certainly send them to a print on demand and have a book created at relatively no cost, or have the book locally printed very cheaply. But they're available to you online, and these books will talk about trends and things that are going on in terms of online and distance education. And so we're going to work through those, and basically we're going to use a format. It's called IRA. So based on your readings, I'm going to ask you to pick 3 items, and within a sentence or 2 explain why you felt those items were important. The R piece is research, that I want you to go out and look for something that is related to those 3 items, or related to the set of chapters as a whole. We'll tackle typically 3 chapters at a time. And then the A is application. How have you applied it? How will you apply it? How do you see it currently being applied? And that'll open up the discussion. And then after that, everybody basically gets to respond to other folks in the class. And so you're trying to attain about 20 points each week for your discussions. And there's a rubric talking about those various points. Part of the expectations is the primary piece that I want you to work through is this 3D Game Lab. And this is a web-based product, and I'll show it to you here in a little bit. But this 3D Game Lab will teach you the skills you need, basically the technical skills you'll need to build your syllabus and also build the course. All the interactive elements, how to manage a grade book, all those things. And it's just, I think, just kind of a fun way to work through that. And like I said, you're going to have to build a syllabus. You're going to have to build a course as part of your projects. So the discussions are going to be worth 20% of your grade. The syllabus is 20%. The 3D Game Labs is 20%, and then the course itself is going to be 40%. So that's where the biggest chunk is. You can't work on the course until you get through the 3D Game Lab. So already you're up 20 points or 20% of your grade by the time you start working on your course. So you should be well on your way. This course would probably take a little bit of time. I mean, there's some readings. Typically anywhere from 20 to 30 pages per chapter, and we're doing anywhere from typically about 3 chapters at a shot. So there's certainly some reading involved, up to 90 pages each week. But I have them, we'll kind of keep on that pace through the rest of the course. The 3D Game Lab, some elements you should be able to knock out in 5 minutes. There's some other pieces that may take you a little longer. We'll basically, try to keep you on track on these things. And each week I plan to report out how we're doing, who are folks that have earned, the various badges that we have set up, and, just kind of let everybody aware, I'll work through any difficulties. There's a portion in the course at the very top of the course shell, and I'll show you where that is, where if you have any questions, feel free to ask them there. Hopefully classmates will go in and let you know what the answers are. Otherwise, I'll step in and see what I can do to help. As I mentioned, time, this is a graduate level, senior or graduate level course. You're expected to put in about 7 to 9 hours each week as part of the coursework. So, try to keep you. It's certainly not busy work, but the course will keep you busy. With that said, you're adults. There's a lot of things that come up in life, but the course will end on the 6th of December. At that time, everything needs to be turned in, and I need to grade it. If you don't have it complete by that time, I feel bad. But the reality is you have 16 weeks to work on it. So I know folks suddenly get ill towards the end of the term. Well, at the beginning of the term, hopefully you're healthy and you're able to work through those things. So I encourage you to get ahead of the game. Turn things in, when you get them done, and I'll grade them, as soon as possible. Dealing with grading, I'm of the mindset of objective mastery. So, if something is not put together as robustly as I thought it could be, or there's some details missing, I'll probably send it back so you can rework it. You have an opportunity to turn things back in over and over if you're not happy with the assessment that you got. So, and that's good until the 6th of December. At the 6th of December, the clock stops. What you got is what you got. So if you get your course done ahead of time, I'll be happy to assess it. If you are not pleased with how the assessment came out, make the tweaks, make the changes, have me reassess it. Fine by me. Okay. In the end, I would like you to put together good projects. So, let's see what else that's important. Technical requirements. These are online courses. So, with that, you need a web browser. I recommend Google Chrome or Firefox as a web browser. I've seen people have issues with Internet Explorer. So try to use those type of browsers. When we get into the online sessions with Google Plus or Skype, you'll probably need those pieces of software, but also the hardware that goes with it. So a headphone and microphone. As you can see, I'm wearing a headphone and microphone. This is a great way of communicating. That way you don't get all the feedback from the speakers as you're listening to other folks. If you have any technical issues, you're not able to log in, you're not able to, you're having problems with something, let me know as soon as possible. Shoot me an email. If you're able to get into the course shell, post the problem there, and let's see if we can get it resolved. Don't wait. Let's get this thing done as soon as possible. Discussion forums. Once again, every week we'll post something new at the beginning of the week on Monday, and just kind of let it run, for the rest of the week. I encourage you to post early, post often. Points are awarded accordingly. But that doesn't mean fluff, right? Go out and do a good job, and just be an active learner and contribute to the course. I'm looking for your experiences, what you have had, dealing with online courses, and where we're going in the future. This is going to be there for quite a while. And that's kind of the big pieces. So what I'm going to do is we're going to switch over, and we're going to talk about some of these other elements and kind of give you a quick tour, so you can kind of feel at home. What I'd like you to do is go in, and I'm going to show you the course shell, and so we'll work through the course shell. If you'd be so kind to go in and update your profile, add a picture. Pictures are nice. Let people kind of know what you look like. But if you don't want to, you can go out and get your own avatar. Maybe something from Mad Men, or in the case of the 3D Game Lab, I use my World of Warcraft characters. So there's a lot more latitude there. Basically, let's get together, let's have fun learning, and without further ado, let me show you some pieces of the courses that you're going to be working through.